I have to give a huge hat tip to my buddy Grant Stinchfield, who, this is his, totally. I stole it. I told him, I didn't really steal it because I told him I was going to steal it. So I'm basically footnoting it. Hat tip Grant Stinchfield. This was great. He brought up something on his 1 o'clock Eastern time show today where I do a regular hit. And I said, you know, Grant, that was a brilliant idea. Let me just play first some MSNBC. Let me just set up, again, liberals versus liberals, where I show liberals debating themselves on the same idea because they don't have no principles, and they just take the opposite position when it's politically expedient. Let me play some video first from Bret Stephens, noted gun grabber, fake conservative, on MSNBC.
What's your message, I guess I want to ask, to those who say, don't touch my guns no matter what?
Well, that's exactly it. The problem that we have is we have not just a legal regime, but a culture in which the way in which guns are treated as sort of ordinary household implements is precisely what leads to the deaths of the sort we just saw in Waffle House.
This case crystallizes for us everything we find wrong with the current gun control debate, right? And we can sit here and say that Reinking was mentally unstable or is mentally unstable. We can say that, and we can let people draw their conclusions between kind of mental health issues and gun violence. But we don't want to do that. What we want to say is that there was an AR-15, a weapon of mass destruction in a Waffle House, but the real criminal here is that AR-15.
Oh. Denise, you guys got Advil in this? Can you ship me what? I mean, is that the dumbest human being to ever get on a television set? The AR-15 is the enemy, folks. There's one in my safe right now. It's never attacked me. That's my enemy? It's amazing. At night it gets, can you imagine you wake up at night, your AR-15 gets out of your safe, right? And it's next to your bed, and like, it's got those demon-y red eyes, like, we're here for you. Remember Poltergeist? We're here. Can you imagine? This is these sickos. The AR-15 is the enemy. All right, I got a lot more. I can't even spend, I'm seriously dumber for having watched that. And Bret Stephens, you know, we treat it like a normal kitchen implement. Yeah, you know, I do that. When my wife's outside, like, you know, pounding a piece of ribeye, you know, with that, like, I don't even know what they call it, the food hammer thingy with the little, you know, she hammers it and puts some seasoning on the top. She's typically got the AR with it. And she takes the stock and she does it too. She boom, boom. That's what we do with the AR because we treat it like a normal kitchen implement. But that's Bret Stephens. He's probably never seen a gun in his life. Fake conservative. Used to work at the Wall Street Journal, humiliating himself there on a regular basis. Now he humiliates himself daily, surgically attaching his lips to the ass of the liberal establishment everywhere he goes. You know, it's treated like a kitchen implement. What a dope. Now, this gets better. Here's a clip from MSNBC explaining how a handgun is absolutely no match for a rifle.
An AR-15 style rifle, well, that's a semi-automatic weapon, meaning it fires one round when the trigger is pulled, then automatically reloads the chamber, making it ready to fire again. Handguns can also be semi-automatic, but some, like revolvers, they're not, meaning it can take a lot longer to fire multiple rounds. Another big difference, the speed of bullets. The AR-15 can fire bullets between 2,800 and 3,000 feet per second. A 9mm handgun between 700 and 1,100 feet per second. The AR-15 can hold much more ammunition than a handgun. A typical AR-15 magazine holds 30 bullets, while a 9mm handgun holds 15. Magazines that hold more are available for each firearm. What is it like when an AR-15 is going after your body and you've got a handgun?
So, let's just set up the liberal premise, because this is liberals debating themselves again. Pistols are worthless. Nobody needs a handgun to defend themselves against a rifle because the bullets go faster in a rifle. Oh, yes, they were actually arguing this. But yet, let's take a look at this tweet, which is indicative of tweets I've seen all over Twitter today about how the unarmed guy was the way to go. Myth. The only way to stop a bad guy with a gun is with a good guy with a gun. Reality. An unarmed civilian stops the Nashville Waffle House shooter. So let me get this straight again. Hat tip Grant Stinchfield, because I got to run. A pistol is absolutely useless against a deranged lunatic who happens to have acquired a rifle. Don't get because the bullets travel faster in the rifle. So you don't need a pistol. What you need is to be entirely unarmed. So a pistol's useless, but a karate chop is the way to go. Maybe a suplex, double leg takedown, triangle choke, little swinging back kick or something. Who knows? Maybe you have some venomous spittle you can spit on them. Do you understand the stupidity of the left? Folks, I got to wrap on this, but just remember what I told you. A pistol is absolutely useless. It's the karate chop that's going to do it. Why are we even buying weapons for our military? Let's just engage in a course in foul language and karate chops in the future. Oh my gosh, is this stupid.